Hello everybody and welcome back to Omnifactory. My name is Protius and this is
And
Kelly
I am
Engineering.
Kelly Engineering.
And this is episode 6 of Omnifactory. Right?
Indeed
6?
it is.
Okay.
It is episode 6.
Some days I just can't count. So we decided to start up top so we can show off our jetpacks.
Now that we can finally charge it as of last episode.
Yeah.
And if these crafting tables are any indication, there's a stuff that we prepared in between episodes. The first of which is this lathe. Where's the lathe? Right here, the lathe.
The lathe.
Which will just turn one ingot into one rod, which is going to, which is easier than what we were doing over here before.
Yeah. Still a 1-to-1, but with less work.
Yeah, the less making of files.
That too. Alright, so you put out one of these recipes, right?
I put out, I think, 2 of them. Yeah, the first one was the basics fluid solidifier just for the quest.
Yeah. Let's see. What did I have out? Oh yeah, the mixer was the first one, I think.
Yes.
Yep. So we've got the mixer and none of that's there we go. And then this one is the crystal growth chamber. And these are all just like interesting recipes. Compacting drawer we finally get. So that should be all of those completed.
No. Which one did I also did the robot arm. Oh, yep. The robot arm, which we don't foresee using, but we had to make it anyway just so we can complete that quest.
Yep. And then the 2 hardened upgrade kits for 2 of our dynamos downstairs. And then this one, it gets us into deep mob learning.
Ugh.
So that's the simulation chamber.
And the illuminated panel.
And I don't actually know if that's part of the quest. Because we have to
panel?
Yeah, I have to finish the crystal growth chamber quest first. And I forgot that you have to actually make the crystals. So I'm going to slap this right there, and then I've got 2 of each type of seed in my satchel, and it's not connecting. Why is it not? Oh, that's right, it requires AE power.
Well, we have the conversion thing over here.
Oh right, it requires the energy acceptor.
Yeah, so energy acceptor is over here. I'm bringing it to you now.
Alrighty. I always forget
energy
about
acceptor
that.
coming your way.
Thank you. And then I'm just gonna, this is gonna be really ugly for now, but we're about to move anyways.
Awesome.
Okay. So as
I
soon
forgot
as
how speedy this was. It's so amazing.
It's so nice. As soon as these are done, well, that quest will be completed as well. So I put the mixer there.
And I'll put the basic fluid solidifier right up there as well.
I'm gonna put the simulation chamber down over here.
Oh, the chamber we're not even close to be ready to use.
We don't have the power or the data module, which is the next quest actually.
So is this thing like Woot? Will it just power immediately?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so there's that quest completed, and then this one requires an illuminated panel, a quartz fiber, and a fluix cable.
Where? Oh, for the Also, we never made the molds to complete the fluid solidifier one. So.
Oh yeah.
Empty shape plate, so a file and a hammer. I'll get on that right now. Do we have any steel plates lying around?
No, but we do have steel upstairs if you need some.
Steel. This Damascus steel. Cool. All right, making some plates. Here we are going over what we did in between episodes, and we go right back into work.
Can't stop.
That's it. Can't stop. Won't stop. You're right though, with this jetpack obscuring the one probe.
Yeah. There is a probe in one of the crates upstairs if you want to reconfigure it to not be on that corner.
I noticed it earlier. Here we are.
Yes. All right, so there's that quest complete.
Awesome.
Oh.
I have the plates right here in order to make the mold.
Okay.
So I'm making that right now.
Excellent.
Mold, hammer.
Oh, I need to grab the Cooper
File.
nickel out of this alloy smelter, so we'll finish that quest.
Oh, we also discovered something about the what is it? The better crafting, the effortless building. And, well,
yeah.
Protius already knew this. I discovered that it's pretty useless. All right. Fluid solidifier should be complete now.
Yep. Fluid solidifier done.
Boom.
I've given.
Oh, you just upgraded those two that always have the power going in?
Yeah. Well, I just upgraded the top two, but they now have 4 augments. Yay. Or 4 augment slots instead of none. So that'll be good. Oh, remember how I said I had something for you? And then I didn't give it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So take a look at that and a look at that.
Building gadget and exchanging gadget.
It's basically a lazy person's building tools. This is
oh, you're already charging yours, okay.
Yeah, so I made one for each of us. And it's basically the point of the tools is to be able to build like complicated, well, not so complicated structures without having to do too much thinking ahead of time.
I'd really like to see it in action. Is it like the RF Tools builder where you just set in the shape and supply it with the items?
Kind of, but it is handheld. It's more like a more advanced building wand. The building gadget is. The exchanging gadget is like, you remember the exchangers from the mod Exchangers?
Yes.
It's basically
there's also
that.
exchangers in RF, not RF, but the thermal mods now.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those.
Oh, it has not. It's either been removed from here or
it might be an older version.
Yeah.
And it's only in the newer version, kind of like EnderIO and their upgrade stuff.
I could very well be wrong. But all right, I'm gonna pop in my building gadget.
Yeah, it takes 500,000.
Ray trace. What is it talking about ray tracing?
That I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. I've never actually used this mod before. I've just seen people use it. It was written by Direwolf20.
Oh, it was written by Direwolf?
Yes.
All right.
It was his baby. Although I'm sure he had some help because it's his first mod, but he's good friends with all the Forge guys, so.
Yeah. There's a lot of Direwolf mods, quote unquote, coming out. But there are a lot of people who are like on the Direwolf page, like this is a Direwolf mod, coded by. So, I think he's the idea man, and other people get the work done.
He wrote this one mostly himself.
Wish I had that dedication.
Someday.
No, I don't have the time. I barely have the time for 2 series each week.
Yeah.
And my full-time job.
I have to go back to mine tomorrow. Woohoo.
I thought you had tomorrow off.
Nope.
Oh yeah, well, sorry. Kind of like we're speaking in tongues right now. Protius has a bad ankle right now.
Yep, I actually ended up in the ER on Thursday night. So I was told to keep it raised and not walk very much, and since my job requires me to be on my feet for 8 hours, I was also told not to go to work till Monday.
Oh, that's weird. So
What?
how do you change the shape then?
There's controls. I don't know what they are.
Well, how does it know what block I want to use?
You have to shift right click on it. Oh yeah, open your settings menu. It's a radial menu.
Oh, how do I?
You just have to set it to a hotkey.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Options, controls, and what's the name of this mod?
building gadgets.
And yeah, I'll just type in radial, see if that shows up.
It makes noises.
I have effortless building. That's what's the actual name of the button? Or the
If you search category building gadgets, it's settings menu? Yeah, settings menu is what it's called.
all right, so it's G for me. I'm gonna change it to apostrophe. Oh,
Yeah.
whoa, that's cool, I suppose. Stairs, grid. Oh, range?
Yeah, how many blocks it can affect.
Huh.
All of them can go up to 15 as far as I know.
We're gonna have to do I'm gonna do some reading on it.
Yeah, Dire being Dire, he did release a spotlight for his own mod.
If he didn't, I would have. I love doing spotlights.
Yeah, it's a useful little. I've seen it in a couple of packs, but I never actually got a chance to do anything with it. So, and since we're moving house, we might as well.
Hopefully, we're not going to get too much into the building this session, as I still need to do tomorrow's episode of Ragnamod.
I'm claiming all of the quests we just completed because there are a lot of them.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. Oh wow, that is a lot of them. And what did this open up? Energetic alloy?
Yeah, because it requires a blast furnace.
Oh yeah. We are not going to be doing the blast furnace this episode. This episode is going to be a moving base and building episode.
Yeah, and look at how much stuff we have to build for the blast furnace.
Oh my stars.
Yeah, we're
Oh, it's a crazy Gregtech multi-block.
It is. It's also like supposed to be our favorite multi-block.
Well, we can go over that next episode then. And I'll read it in my smooth voice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I just condensed everything. I'll leave them in here so you can condense.
Yeah. And the next quest after the fluid solidifier was to get
obsidian.
12 obsidian, so I just grabbed some from the chest. It just made it easier.
Cobaltite, huh? Wait, is there a cobaltite hammer?
I think so.
Yeah, the quest just recommended that we use cobaltite. Oh yeah, another thing we did in between episodes, we got our tool casings, our drill cores.
Oh yeah.
But we can't actually make the flux bores because it requires stainless steel and chrome, which we cannot make right now.
Well, stainless steel requires chrome to make, which is why we can't. Yeah.
We prematurely spent all of those Omna dollars when we could have been spending it on.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll make them up.
What we're going to do is we're going to tear this place down. So let's what are the rice balls for the rice slime balls, whatever they're called?
Yeah. Oh, you need the recipe?
Rice dough? Oh yeah, okay, it's rice dough.
Yeah, turn rice into rice dough, and then you need a bucket of water and 4 rice dough to make 4 slime balls.
Cool. Definitely wish we had an infinite bucket of some sort.
Yeah, I can't see that ever happening in this pack.
Not in this pack, nope. All right, so the reason why we're making these slime balls is because we need to make packing tape for all of our storage drawers so we can get them moving. So, water, water, water. And throw them over here. And yeah, 12 should be enough for now. It only takes 1 and a bunch of paper, which means I should not have... Oh boy, that was silly. Rice can become paper, but I just turned a bunch of it into rice dough instead.
Oh. Whoops. Do we have any ender pearls? Ah, good. I'm going to make an ender chest. Not the vanilla one. The one from Ender Storage.
Oh, nice.
Because that way we can have,
Has the recipe changed?
Yeah, of course it has. But it's not that bad.
Oh, to require a steel chest now?
Yeah, Gregtech.
Alright. But yeah, steel chest is no problem.
Yeah, it's just 8 steel. Easy by now. But, you know, so that way instead of having to cart, because like the chests or the crates that are full of stuff, we can't packing tape those and bring them over. So this way we can dump it into the ender chest and go find it on the other side.
Ugh, I've already used 2 packing tapes.
Well, we're almost done. 2 obsidian, that's what it was.
Awesome. But yeah, this is pretty much what we're going to be doing, is just tearing this place down. I hope you enjoy seeing us tear things down. And I don't have my axe. Where's my axe? Oh, it's almost dead too.
Mine too.
Oh boy. Whoops.
Did you? Oh, you vein.
I used the lumber axe.
Well, at least you didn't spill thousands upon thousands of items onto the ground.
Oh yeah, like a certain someone.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Jesus, where is this? How do I get out of here?
I'm
lost.
That's the mob farm.
I've never been at that portion of the mob farm. It looks so dark and unfamiliar.
It's the back door. Restricted access.
Oh, even if you hold shift, it won't let you... There we go. Oak trim. Let's throw my jetpack in here because I don't need it. Cool. All right, my inventory is full.
Okay. I just realized I need 4 more steel.
So you can make 2?
Yeah. I don't think we have the stuff to make 4 steel. Let me double check. Wrought iron and coal.
I'm checking all of our work tables to see if there's any
Are there any
steel in there.
Is there any iron?
Oh, there's plenty of iron in there.
Okay, we can do it then. I just need to turn 4 iron into wrought iron.
Yeah, and there is a stack and a quarter. There's a stack and a quarter in the rods and screws.
Yeah, I'm just taking the wrought iron because it's easier. Takes less time that way.
I hear you. Oh shoot. I don't want to do that. I need a real axe.
Yeah, I stopped using the lumber axe for that reason. Because the Gregtech axe can still do the same thing with the trees.
Sorry, we have an iron axe over here. I'll just use that. Even though it's insanely slow.
There we go. 4 steel.
Oh, you looked in between episodes, right? And the storage crate inventory saver is not in the pack?
Correct. Nor is the upgrade charm thing.
I see no reason why that should have been removed. I can't think of a reason.
I'm assuming it has something to do with stability, like it was causing pack crashes or something with certain items in the chests. Or
Yeah,
in
that I suppose that could be it.
that's my initial. All right, so
There we go. Awesome.
and are you gonna head over there?
Yep.
Here's the other one.
Awesome. So before we place all of these down, I specifically left the cobblestone one alone, and we have most of our building materials here, so we can at least set down a foundation when we get there.
Yep.
I need to put my jetpack back on. Hang glider, jetpack. And where are you, my friend? I'm not seeing my... There it is, new base. You know, what am I doing? So we went over this last episode. All I have to do is just shift right click. There we go. And now I barely see the ground, and I'm just going to float all over to the new base. And I will probably cut this out of my episode.
What, you're flying?
Yeah. So I noticed this when we first got the hang gliders, this drifting that happens.
Yeah, it's part of the mod.
But I have to wonder what really causes it. Because it's a little weird how it does it. It seems like when we're higher up, it's less stable.
I really don't know. All I know is it's annoying.
Ta-da! All right, we're here.
Cool.
Oh man, the last jetpack I used was the flux infused one, and it's so speedy that this one is kind of infuriating.
Feels like going through molasses.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. So one of the great things that we enjoyed about this this location, you see this bridge right here? Oh yeah, this bridge. And I'm going to send a screenshot of this to you, Protius, so that I'll just send you the image. But yeah, that bridge, I just really like the view of it. And I'm at 92% fuel, okay. And when we have our steampunk tower base thing over on these 3 islands, then it's just going to have a great view of that bridge. All right, and Ender Chest has been set down.
Cool. Yep, I heard it open.
Awesome. So, what to do next? So we are in the Nether right now because we need a lot more Nether quartz. If the amount of laboratory blocks we're using is insane, so we're trying to boost up our Nether quartz stockpile. Protius is in another area of the Nether right now, doing the same exact thing.
And my hammer just broke, and I don't have a spare.
Do I have a spare? I have a spare that has 133 durability left on it. Will that help?
Probably not.
Oh yeah, so one of the things that we did in between cuts is we made this new hook. It's called the red hook, and it says create a flight within the volume defined by the hooks. So if I shoot a hook right here, and then shoot a hook right here, and there are a total of 4 hooks in it, but so long as I am on these 4 points, I can move freely between them. And it is essentially like I have creative flight. I can use my pickaxe all I want. You can see that it thinks I'm still on the ground, so I still have my haste 5. I'm not slowed as if I was actually flying, and it's super handy. But that is that's the red hook.
I am now lost in the Nether because I stupidly forgot to waypoint the Nether portal.
Oh, hang on. I didn't waypoint it either, but
Are you near it?
I can get it to you real quick.
I just kind of went exploring and didn't pay attention to where I was going. And there's a ghast. Alright, Mr. Ghast, you're dying.
Okay, that pigman came at me like he was going to attack me. Alright,
Ow.
Waypoint, new, portal, save, and chat.
Heh. One dead ghast with no drops at all. Really? Not a single thing?
Wait,
not even sulfur?
Have you killed the ghast before?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, did you shoot its projectile back at it? Because usually, I would have expected a return to sender for some reason.
I didn't do that. I used my jetpack to fly into the ghast and whack it with my sword.
Oh, nice.
Because why not?
It has been a while since we recorded. And what have you been up to since we recorded, honestly? Other than work?
Work? So I play Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO.
Oh, nice.
I play that a lot, and a new expansion just dropped with a new level cap and new story, and I've been basically playing that every day.
Is BioWare still in charge of the story of that?
Technically, it's still what's left of BioWare, but EA likes to pretend that that game doesn't exist, so they don't exert a whole lot of control over it, which I'm saying is a good thing.
Well, I bought Star Wars: The Old Republic when it first came out. I'm a legacy player.
Yep.
Of it, so I get all of the perks of when it was first released. Unfortunately, I haven't played it because I boycott EA.
Yep.
And I want to get back into it. Truly, I do, but it's EA, and I have principles. So.
And it'll never not be EA. Because even when they lose the license soon-ish to make more Star Wars games, that won't be included because it's like a legacy game. But
my buddy from work, he wanted to try out a new hobby, Warhammer miniatures.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been getting into that recently.
Oh,
I know nothing about the lore. The painting. I know nothing about the lore. I have no interest in the tabletop gaming of it, but the painting is super fun. So I've been doing that in between recording episodes.
Ah, nice. Yep, I've basically just been obsessing over that game. Not really obsessing, but it's time consuming. I mean, I'm at the point where my main is at max level, so all I do is just do dailies every day.
What was your first class?
When game launched, I loaded up a sniper, got him to 50 with a couple of new friends and guildmates that we found each other within the first week of playing together. And he's still at 50.
Oh.
Because I prefer to heal, so I switched over to a healing class, and that's my main.
My first class was Bounty Hunter.
I like that.
Come on, mother. There we go. Lava flows. I wish more packs would. There's a mod that you can put to remove all lava flows from the Nether.
Oh, like the pocket ones.
I wish more. The pocket ones.
Yeah.
And I wish more pack makers would use it.
Would be nice. Because those are pretty annoying. Actually, those are really annoying, and I hate them.
But yeah, we are just collecting the Nether quartz right now, and shortly we'll go back to the overworld and show you what we've accomplished on the tower. Disclosure: we decided against steampunk. So I know the last clip said that it was going to be a steampunk tower, and that's what we have been discussing. But there's not enough block variations for us to be using steampunk, so we're going cyberpunk instead. And yeah, we found a really cool image, and we're going to try to replicate that style of cyberpunk.
Yep.
And once we go back to the overworld, I'm going to put that picture in my video. I'll send it to you, Protius, so you can do the same.
Okay. Yeah, I just went back to the overworld real quick to make new hammers, and I made sure to look down the whole time to not spoil the view.
Right on. Yeah, we're pretty chuffed with it, and we have big plans for it. We need to make vents. Right now it's pretty boring, but as we build it up, we'll add more detail to it and add more hard angles.
And as we get more resources to add interesting looking blocks to it as well.
All right, I have almost 4.5 stacks of nether quartz. How you doing?
Just under 2, but I did have to go back and make more hammer. Oh, lava flows, you jerks.
Jerks. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to bring up.
What's up?
Shoot.
Forgot?
Other than the fact, yeah, I forgot. Hate it when that happens. I'm not used to keeping conversations up in episodes. I'm usually too busy
Building?
going over over what I'm going over.
Oh yeah. Well, let me tell you about my work day on Sunday, because it was a good day.
A good day? Was that sarcasm?
No, it was actually a good day. Like,
Oh, right
no
on.
joke. So I work in a bakery. Okay.
Light yourself on fire?
No, worse.
What?
Whacked a pigman.
You
He jumped in.
home.
He jumped in front of me as I was mining, and there were like 20 in the area.
Oh, I have completely forgotten vanilla mechanics, and I don't play multiplayer very often. You angering them won't make them attack me, right?
In vanilla, yes. In modded, doesn't look like it, because I'm standing next to a pigman from a different horde, and he's ignoring me.
Alright, I am also right by a pigman, and they are ignoring me.
Yeah. And it's the ones right below where you are that I whacked, I think.
Alright, yeah, they're ignoring me. Good.
Okay.
Whew.
Crisis averted.
Alright, good day at work, Sunday.
Yeah, so I go into work. I don't work in the bakery. I don't make the breads and all that stuff normally. I run the front counter, the customer service side, getting people their bagels and breads, and we also do sandwiches and coffees, and I've learned how to make lattes and cappuccinos and all that fun stuff as well. But Sunday morning I walk in and for my shift, and the manager goes, "Hey, so one of the bakers called out today, and I know you've helped them out in the bakery in the past. Do you want to go and help them make bread today?" So I spent the entire day in the bakery doing it's mainly a bagel shop, so I learned how to make bagels and breads and the chemistry of baking, and it was a fun time. And then I got to eat one of the bagels I made the next day at work, because we get we get one free meal during our shift. And so I made myself a bagel sandwich on one of the bagels I had prepared the day before.
Nice.
So that was cool. And
That sounds wonderful.
And they're looking for a new baker, and there's a very small, but not that small, possibility that they'll ask if I want to be that baker, because the owner and founder of the company, who still owns and founds it, or owns it 30 years later, is looking to retire, but he needs to have enough bakers on staff to feel comfortable not showing up for work ever again. And so I mean, yeah, I'd be the junior guy, obviously. The second in command baker has been there for 14 years.
I didn't realize that you liked baking.
I like to make food, and I like to eat the food that I make.
I also like to make food. I just don't have the opportunity to do that very often.
No, I eat a lot of foods from boxes and microwaves because I am lazy.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm responsible for. I'm fairly certain I'm the reason that Stouffer's quarterly projections look as good as they do.
What was the
I
button?
eat a lot of Stouffer's. So much Stouffer's.
So much Stouffer's. Well, speaking of microwave meals, then, have you heard of a company called Devour?
Devour? No.
They make whatchamacallits? They make frozen foods, mostly like microwave TV dinner type stuff. I'm probably dating myself by calling them TV dinners.
No, whatever.
But
I still call them TV dinners.
they make some really good ones. They're mostly pasta. Actually, I think they're all pasta based. But I love pasta, so I find that a win.
My buddy Cameron introduced me to this weird. I forget what it's called, but it's a type of macaroni and cheese. But it comes in a bag, and you microwave the bag.
Oh, that sounds weird.
Oh, it's fantastic. It was like a southwestern mac and cheese.
Ooh, nice and spicy.
Oh yeah.
Peppers.
No, there weren't actually like physical peppers in it.
Oh, okay. But like pepper flakes, probably.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Oh yeah. Oh, hello. Sorry. There was Minecraft vanilla nether quartz ore in my Gregtech quartz ore patch.
I'm honestly surprised that does Gregtech have an option to remove vanilla ore and completely use Gregtech generation?
It does. I believe it's on by default.
Oh, well, we still have vanilla iron and son of a gun lava.
Yeah, I think in this pack the dev specifically didn't do that. I think he changed how vanilla ore spawns, but he did not disable its spawn.
Oh yeah, that is true. I was seeing vanilla emerald ore in places out extreme hills.
Yeah. Well, remember we have biome. Oh, it's not biomes of plenty. It's one of the it's in our world. It's Lost Cities, so I don't know what biome rules it follows.
Oh, that is true. Well, biomes of plenty by default replaces some biome generation.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've messed with it or had to make a pack with it, so
I don't know if it's in this pack. Biomes. No, it's not. Biomes of Plenty is not in this pack. But I just closed the mod list. COFH World is in this pack, which is a really powerful world gen tool.
I try not to use it whenever necessary.
Why?
I used it in Silence. I used it in Silence Worlds.
It didn't.
Son of a gun from the ceiling.
More lava.
Yeah.
Did it not work well for you?
Because of all of the tech mods, trying to use every single different type of copper ore or iron ore or what have you, it COFH doesn't like it when you dictate different types of ores from different mods. And the more files you add to take care of it, the less stable it became.
Oh.
So it could be like I was telling it to use Pneumaticraft's copper ore,
right?
Or which was wolframium, whatever it was. So it was working fine, but then the second I added a new file for Tech Reborn's copper ore, I was starting to find wolframium everywhere else except for where I told it to be.
Oh, see, that's because they expect you to unify your different types of metal. So you use you pick a mod that's the copper ore, and you make sure it's compatible in every single mod that uses copper.
Yep. That's just it. The wolframium, I was so the ore dictionary had it as copper, but otherwise I removed it from the pack.
Oh.
and I wanted it to be using Tech Reborn because that was the main tech mod for progression in that pack. And yeah, once I added the Tech Reborn file, Wolframium started appearing.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't messed with it as far as Origin because I never got to that point when I was working on modpack building. I spent like 3 months developing the starter spawn because
that's what I need help with.
I wanted
someone to help me build.
I wanted the world to, or I wanted the player to spawn in a certain building in a certain dimension, but I wanted every dimension to be randomly generated and not a preset world. It was difficult.
That's what I was trying to do with factions. Yeah. I wanted everyone to spawn in a hub world, and then from that hub world, you choose one of 4 places to go, one of 4 dimensions to go, and but the dimensions to have a separate seed. And the problem that I was having was, the hub world had to be 1 seed, and because it had to be that 1 seed, every other world had to be that seed as well, but I wanted it to be randomized, and I could not figure out. There were some, I asked a couple questions on the FTB Reddit, and a guy gave me a response on how it was possible, but I couldn't replicate what he said.
What mod were you trying to use to do that?
It's been so long, man. I wish I could remember.
I was using just enough dimensions, I think, was one, and then dimensional control. I was using the 2 combined to achieve that.
Yeah, I wish the documentation for dimensional control was better.
Yeah,
dimensional control is the mod that removes the lava flows.
Oh, yeah, that's why I think I joined that Discord to get help from the community, and the devs were pretty active on that Discord. So
yeah, they were super nice too.
Yeah.
Which is weird because that strikes me as one of the mods where it'd be very frustrating because of all of the questions you get. People don't want to read the previous posts.
Yeah, I see that a lot in mod discords and mod pack discords, and I see it in the Discord for this pack sometimes. People refuse to read the FAQs and then ask a question that's answered in the FAQs.
They need the answer now. We don't have time to read.
Or people who will pop in.
Readings for squares.
Ask a question or say something that violates a rule, and everyone goes, "Hey, you're violating rule number blah blah blah," and they go, "Okay, and what are you going to do about it?" That's when you notice that the pack dev is always watching because the ban hammer comes down.
All right, I have almost 10 stacks of nether quartz.
I have just over 6.5.
Right on. Let's head back then.
I'll be glad when we have teleporting set up.
You know what we didn't grab? Glowstone.
I grabbed half a stack. It is nighttime.
Right, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Sleep time.
Are you sleeping, Brother John?
Brother John. That's an old nursery rhyme. All right. When do you want to do the big reveal?
Well, all of our furnaces are over there, and we need that to process the nether quartz. So, let's go.
You know, people could be... Alright, cool. Where are you?
Up on the roof. Just looking down. It's very hard to maneuver when I'm staring at the ground.
Well, I'm already looking at it, so...
Oh. Oh, yeah.
But that is the start, the first floor of our, of the base. And it took about two inventories worth of laboratory blocks and factory blocks to make this happen. So we severely underestimated the amount of iron necessary to make this.
And this is floor 1 and 1.5 of what, like probably almost 10?
Yeah, about 10 floors. So I know it's dark here. Let me check my video settings, make sure that my brightness is bright, and I can just brighten it and post anyway. But this is going to be the first floor. It's going to have staircases going up to the second floor, and just because we're lazy, there's also going to be like an elevator block. The staircase is mainly for looks. But what we used was the this is an anti-block. So I'll remove my jet plate. This is an anti-block chiseled to be cyan, and it is like I said, we're going for a cyberpunk theme, and what's more cyberpunk than cyan?
Pink.
Yeah, that's true. But this isn't Rage 2. I don't want magenta games. The so yeah, we're gonna be using cyan on the borders of each floor, and then the ceiling is circuit factory blocks. I need to put my jetpack back on, and then what we're doing up here is so that we have a place to run our cableways. We have a gap in between the floor, correction, the ceiling, and the floor, and the floor is laboratory blocks, dark medium tiles. But we're yeah, I'm happy with this design, and once we get the second floor started to go, we'll start adding windows and vents to make it pop out a little bit more. And we're still not sure what to do with the doorway.
No, still have no idea.
Yeah, but it is a 5x5 square. What would we started with, like a what, 3x7 or 5x7?
3x4.
Yeah, but a 5x5 works well.
Just need to decorate.
And you already threw all your nether quartz in?
And the ores that I grabbed too.
Alright, I'm going to throw my nether quartz in.
I just want one stack. There we go.
That is true, yeah. Once we have one stack, we can make another stack of laboratory blocks. So yeah, that is the reason why we're trying to get so much nether quartz, is because nether quartz is required for the laboratory blocks.
Thankfully, it's only 8 nether quartz per stack of laboratory blocks, so I just made 8
stack
because it's every recipe creates 8, unfortunately.
Right. And for the factory blocks, it is 4 stone, 4 iron, and you get 32 factory blocks. So that's why we need more iron.
Yay!
But yeah, this is our base as it stands right now. And this is going to be the point in time where I put up the picture. Yeah, I'm putting up the picture of what our inspiration for this is, and it's a pretty low quality picture, so I apologize for that. And but yeah, this is our inspiration for this build. It starts out as a circle down at the bottom, but as it gets a little higher, it's still a circle, but there are like more angular portions of it as you get higher, so it starts to square out. And yeah, just really like the look of it. Up here, what I'm envisioning, and I have yet to discuss this with Protius, so now this is as good a time as any.
Live in front of its Studio TV audience.
Nickelodeon Studios in Burbank, California. So yeah, when you get up to the second floor, there's going to be it's going to be a like a roundabout. You're going to be walking in a circle around everything, and there's going to be doors in the cardinal directions to specific rooms that serve specific functions. For this floor, we don't know whether or not we're going to use a more open floor plan in the future, but for the second floor, one room is going to be our power generation, most definitely, and then once we get to our higher floor, we'll dedicate an entire floor to power generation because it's going to be necessary.
Absolutely.
But for the low voltage stuff, we can just have one room be power generation. All of our steam dynamos, we'll throw some furnaces making charcoal, and we still need a tree farm. Oh Lord, do we need a tree farm?
Absolutely. Kind of makes me wish bonsai pots were in this pack. They're the tree farm of the future.
Oh yeah, so there is a hole over here, kind of hard to see. Let me get over it a little bit. But there's a hole over here. There's a hole over here, and then that dirt tower over there. There are going to be 3 ancillary towers related to the this massive tower, and there will be ways to get from this tower to the ancillary towers. I don't know what the ancillary towers are going to be for yet, but yeah, it's just adding to the overall aesthetic of the build by having the ancillary towers, especially since we're basically in the middle of a forest.
Yeah. EnderIO telepad blocks are in here, so that'll be fun. Those are very moving parts technical.
Speaking of EnderIO, we're going to craft a bunch of these lights once we are happy with our iron supply.
Oh yeah.
And these lights, combined with the redstone torch, become inverted lights, which means they're always going to be on. And we're going to place them on the first floor. Now that this has been roughed in, we're going to place these lights here so there's actually some light to go with it. We also have a mega torch buried under the ground in the direct center. So no mobs will spawn in this area. Anything else I missed?
Nope. I'm gonna talk about building things.
Right on. Oh, and I'm at 37% jetpack.
25, yay! Alright. So what I'm doing here to build the floor nicely and simply, much easier than by doing it all by hand, is I've got
so cool
the building gadget from the mod, Building Gadgets, and all this takes is a little bit of power, and it's a pretty simple recipe: iron, diamond, redstone, and lapis. And you can use it in multiple modes. This is the mode selector for this one. So grid, surface, build to me, and then columns, walls, and even stairs. Useful for, I don't know, the nether. But I'm using horizontal. No. Horizontal wall. And what it does is it just allows me to select a block and I build a wall out from that block. And the reason why you can see some of the overlays in red is because I've run out of laboratory blocks again.
How? Was that a full stack?
That was 8
A
stacks.
full inventory's worth?
No, that was 8 stacks. So less than, about a third. A little less than a third of an inventory worth. So I need to make some more.
So we are back, and the last thing that I'm going to do for this episode is I'm going to get working on little tiles. So chisels and bits is not in this pack. From what Protius and I understand, little tiles takes care of that. We have both never used it. There's a video out that Direwolf did, and I haven't watched it because who made the video?
The one I linked to you was Mischief of Mice.
Mischief. Okay, yeah. So Mischief made it, and I have yet to watch it because I like just figuring things out. So I'm going to be asking myself a lot of questions and trying to figure this out as I create all of this stuff. So the first thing I want to create is this wrench, and if you surround the wrench with does it have to be oak? It has to be oak. I can't use any planks.
Oh,
so
good.
Lesson number 1.
Little Tiles doesn't understand or dictionary.
Nope. Already superior to chisels and bits. Alright, I'm going to go get some wood. Wait, do we have any oak wood?
We should. Unless we used it all. Oh, is the tree farm still at home?
No. Jungle wood planks, you can put those away. I know we have...
We have a ton of oak. Or we had a ton of oak. I don't think we used it up yet.
I have 3 oak wood planks. Most of our wood is spruce, dude. Okay, never mind. We got... Alright, I was looking in the wrong area. It's in the drawers, not the crates.
Oh, yeah. Woo! It's always been in the... Well, not always, but yeah, I put it in the drawers a while back.
Alright, but once again, surround it with wood, and you have the little workbench. So, and it used the little wrench to do it.
It used it?
It used the little wrench to make the workbench.
Oh, yay.
So, we have the, and this... Okay. You can't rotate it. Trying to rotate it. Oh, that doesn't work. How does one rotate this? Alright, it is stuck at Great. It's stuck facing east.
What is?
Oh, it's supposed to be stuck. It's supposed to be stuck facing west. There we go. So this is the little workbench. I have no idea how it works. Let's see. Put this oak in here. Nope, that didn't do anything. Put the wrench in there. Nope. Well, let's make the rest of the tools to begin with before we continue on with this. So the little paintbrush, check. The little glove, check. The little chisel, check. The little hammer, check. The little bag, check. Little saw, check, and little storage block, chest. um, all right. So that is all of the stuff. So little storage block. I can't open it. And it requires an axe to break. I'm not going to risk it with a pickaxe. Actually, you know what? I'm going to risk it with a pickaxe because I have more than enough wood. All right, so breaking it with a pickaxe does actually drop the block, so that's good. I'm not sure what the storage block is for.
I guess we'll have to figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So
eventually.
shift dies, go click dies a tile. Shift click copies the tile's color, shape tile, and that's for the paintbrush. We may need to How do you open up the Are there any controls for it? Do you know?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know what they are.
There's undo and redo. Control Y and Control Z.
Super helpful. Thank you.
All right. Well, we made everything for little tiles, and I guess we're gonna have to watch Mischief of Mice's video in between episodes, so we can actually use it, because I do want to add some details and hopefully get that door looking good with the help of it. So yeah, I'm ready to end out my episode here. Is there anything else you want to do?
No.
Oh shoot. Okay, my I almost just got rid of the glider. My boots are out of power, so I am not immune to fall damage right now.
You almost just dropped to your death again. Almost again.
Almost again. So yeah, we definitely need to in between episodes we're going to get these rooms set up, and we're going to get power generation back up and running and all of our machines put down. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm at 34% on mine, and you're probably at like 23.
On my jetpack?
Yeah.
16.
Oh jeez. So that's what we're gonna do in between episodes, get this all set up, and hopefully. Oh, did you start putting up a? Oh, you started putting up a wall.
I did. I grabbed a few stacks and while you were doing the little tile stuff.
All right. Well, right on. Now I can't get out of. Oh, I have a jetpack still.
Just don't drop.
I can't get out of here. All right, but I am Kelly Engineering. I hope that you did enjoy this episode.
And I'm Protius. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.